The views expressed in this podcast are independent to the individual and should not be a reflection of Thomas College or reflect the views of the institution.
Hello, and welcome to Only Right Answers, the Bone Zone.
Bonus
Zone. That's
or
what
we like to call it
the
Bone Zone. What are we gonna do today? Actually, first off, we should probably address something. Why are you dressed up like a sheriff?
I am a sheriff. This town is big enough for the both of us.
All right.
Batman.
I didn't know we were dressing up fully, like nerds.
No. You dress up like this every day for work. You are the nerd. So today, we will be talking about some serious stuff. Very serious stuff.
Yeah, I forgot.
In a hypothetical situation.
For legal reasons.
Only hypothetical.
Or theoretical.
If we were to take all of the athletic teams at Thomas College in fighting a pitched battle, all right, who would win?
Mm-hmm.
So
should we list out? Let's list out. I can't see out of this mask.
We're gonna have to choose some of these because I feel like we shouldn't.
Okay.
Volleyball.
Penis.
We're gonna go with some rules, right? Let's make them.
Round rules.
So, okay. So, whatever you use in your sport, I think you should be able to use in this battle. The battle of the Terriers.
And so, what kind of warfare are we doing? We're not doing guns a-blazing or whatever. There's no rifling club or sport or anything like that.
No, you use the implements that you have in your sport. So
okay,
baseball and softball can use baseballs and softballs.
Okay.
Golf can use golf. Tennis can use the rackets. Esports.
What if I were to find a lance?
A what?
Or a spear?
What is?
It's like a
No.
Lance is like a spear.
What do you mean? How would you find that? No, this is you can only use the implements on your. It's if you're in a war with the sport, you're using only the sport stuff. That's literally the rule that I just made right now.
But fine.
You're breaking the first rule as I'm trying to implement it. Anyways.
Lame rule. Anyways.
So I feel like we can eliminate some of these ones. What's the likelihood? No offense. I'm sorry for all you esports fans out there. What's the likelihood of esports winning this? What is their advantage? They have rooms to hide in.
They know how to min-max. What if they play Rust? Or Call of Duty?
Yeah, but are they gonna throw their controllers, their PCs at us?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Esports.
I'm sorry.
They didn't even get to the drawing board. Well, technically, but.
Alright. So anyways, the volleyball. What are the likelihood of them?
You can use the nets to catch people.
I guess so, but so can tennis, right?
True.
Or we forgot
Tennis, you
soccer.
got something to. Yeah, well, soccer doesn't have any implements. You just got a ball.
They got a net.
Oh, they got a net. They can build fortifications.
You guys totally forgot soccer.
That's really embarrassing.
That is quite embarrassing.
The likelihood of volleyball, I don't know. Well, first of all,
Let's take it off. They don't have anything. They just got a net. Tennis has got a net and rackets.
so tennis is off too.
Yeah, so we're just right now we're just looking at who's got the actual facilities to hold a pitched battle.
So another thing with tennis, which I think golf has the same problem.
Not taking tennis.
Oh, we're not taking tennis off?
Why do you want to take tennis off?
I thought you said to take volleyball off.
Well, because they don't have tennis actually has like rackets to
Okay, fine.
use.
Fine. I'll put them back on. So stuff like golf and tennis, who have smaller teams, they're not going to be able to last as long.
Well, maybe we could put them together. Maybe
No.
they have a,
Well,
they
I
have a
mean,
golf tennis
yes.
axis.
They guess that they could have treaties, but that's something that they're going to have to do on their own. I'm thinking every team for themselves, you know?
Okay. Well, we can put them against each other in the beginning.
Okay, let's do it right now.
All right. So on the tennis side, where are we gonna do this battle? Out on the fields, maybe.
Sure.
All right. So we're doing a top-down view. What do we got here? So it's just gonna be a flat. It's gonna be a flat plane, so we don't have to draw much. So let's see.
Let's just.
The golf side, they've only got a handful of people. So really, you just draw their formation right here. This
Big enough so they can see.
I didn't see that.
This is golf. Spell those right?
Yes, that would be embarrassing. If you were to spell either of those wrong, I'd drop out.
Ale.
So, yeah, let's
Ale?
all right. So I'll draw a little. That's my little little golf symbol. They got their little.
Clubs. They have a variety of different clubs, don't they?
They do.
So they have. Okay. So let's think about this. If we're
Yes.
so this right here is off the battlefield.
Yeah, so-
right? This is our.
All right, so golf has only got a few people, so they're only able to fit like one like Division I formation. Tennis, however, they got more, so I think they could probably fit two.
Okay.
fit
You
two
weren't. You're gonna
formations.
have to draw the
You want
the
me to?
general stuff. I'm thinking like. Right. These are the rackets, right?
Yeah.
And then they have the ball, right? Which. Right. So, with tennis here, right? Or sorry, with golf, they have multiple different clubs. They have a driver. They have a little putter, But they also have a smaller ball.
And a harder ball at that.
Yeah. So, are there instances where people have been killed with golf balls? So I feel like with golf, they have more range.
Mm-hmm.
Now, accuracy-wise, I can't really say that they're going to be accurate, but they definitely have more range, I think, than
It's an excellent point.
Yes.
So,
people have been killed.
Yes.
So they have a more deadly weapon right here.
okay, so let's say they're posting up. Oh, shoot.
Here, I have a.
Okay. So they're going to post up. Can I have that?
Yeah.
At the edge of the battlefield, they will launch here. Put in the tennis formation.
What's the tennis formation look like?
Just do two boxes,
Here, I
side by
think.
side. There's some big freaking boxes.
No, I'm thinking they also have nets for protection as well.
Okay, all right.
That's
So they're able to build defensives.
yes.
All right, so the tennis guys are going to be able to lob their tennis balls over into the enemy. Now the enemy has, they have a fortified position, however, and cover with their nets. However, the nets, the holes in the nets are too big to stop the golf ball, so most of them will go right through. So I think that tennis will take some casualties, and they'll have to come to them, because yeah, they got balls and rackets to hit them with. However, they're more of a mid-range type of deal.
Yeah.
The golf Golf, on the other hand, has much further range, so they'll be able to pick them off. So it'll be a more even fight by the time they get, you know, to about firing range. I don't know, maybe right here. If they're to move. This is hold on. So by the time they're able to move up, oh God, that looks like a. That doesn't look like what I'm trying to draw. So by the time that they get up here, their forces will be a lot weaker. Now, they'll be able to start hitting these guys, the tennis guys.
Does tennis have a? Do you?
I mean, the golf guys.
Do the tennis guys have the tennis ball machine? Do we know?
Oh.
No.
They don't.
We're not that
This is unfortunate.
Mm.
They just lost their siege equipment.
I think
That was like their machine gun right there.
Baseball might.
baseball has a pitch
Baseball
machine.
or soccer.
Oh,
Baseball doesn't.
baseball does have a pitching machine.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to put baseball against track.
Yeah, eventually. And I think that's the championship, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Now, so they're going to start to be able to hit golf guys.
mhm.
You know, so the golf guys will start to go down. However, those the clubs that they have, they can now use them as clubs.
Yeah, I was about
Club
to
them in
say.
the head.
If I was in a melee fight with a club and a tennis racket, I would want the club, honestly. And
Yeah.
I have a bag full of different clubs too. So honestly, I think golf has this.
I think
they
so,
have the
too.
long range and they have.
If their commander is, you know, smart and understands their effect, you know, their advantages, then once they get into firing range, they would do a full-on charge into the enemy with their clubs to try and break their enemies back and then force them into a rout.
Mhm.
Now, the danger here is if enough tennis players survive, the other one can try and flank around and hit them from behind. But I'd say tennis might have this one.
Tennis has this one.
I mean, golf.
I would say golf has this one too.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a close one.
I'm sorry, tennis. You've been
Yeah.
eliminated. Do we want to keep tennis on and move on to another battle, or do we want to redo the entire thing?
No, we'll just. They're out. They're done.
Well, golf is. I'm talking like keep golf on.
Maybe we'll keep them for now.
Okay. So I think the next battle is what we're gonna do right here.
Really?
The new battle that we're gonna do. No, well, golf is staying on.
Oh, we're keeping golf on.
I thought we were not.
I mean, we can keep it on for now, but come back to it later. I mean, who else would you put?
Oh no, I'm talking about like keeping them, like have another battle.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Winner stays.
Sure. Winner
So-
stays.
So all right, so let's. Honestly, I think the next team that we should put in here.
Okay.
Which field hockey, their logo is going to be that looks like a field. All right. I've lost marker privileges. Can you reach? We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. We figured it out. We're back now. All right. So for wait. That's what the sticks look like, right? And then they have balls. And then
There looks like a candy cane. Sorry.
yeah. And then so their nets are weird. Where they have a little
Yeah.
glass
So they got.
on and then they have the net.
Now their net is tighter than the net of tennis, so they're gonna be able to block a lot more balls.
Not tennis or not
Really?
golf balls. No,
No,
the
no.
holes in those things are
They're bigger, but there's still a chance that it'll hit the rope. and the chance is slightly higher than with a tennis net. Or nah, they're probably about the same. Or maybe they might be bigger.
They're bigger.
They're definitely bigger. Never mind. So they'll have less protection with those. They could use these to try and shield oncoming hits and like trail behind them. So they've got like one of these, and they have wheels on them too, so they can tip these and then have their formation behind it like this. So,
Okay. And they can like pull the back and have like, you know how like when we move the field hockey nets, like we have to like lean it back.
Yeah.
So they can actually wheel it.
Yeah.
So that can work.
And
in their
then
favor.
this will be further up, so it'll actually block something.
That's true. That's true.
So it would be actually
Okay.
worth more. Okay, we're working here.
The only problem is I still think that they're gonna get casualties, but they're a much bigger team than golf.
They're much bigger team. Also, they've got some armor. They got the headgear on.
Do they have headgear?
They do have headgear.
I thought it was just eye gear. No.
I believe they wear helmets. No. Oh wait, no. I think high school has to wear them, but they don't. Well, they do. They do have them though, for when they have like penalty hits or whatever. The ones in the center have the.
Oh, face guards.
Yeah. Do the goalies have? Are they kitted out like a?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so
that's also something that we need to talk about. Is the
Yeah.
goalies? The goalies they have the whole helmet, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
They have like the little leg pads, right? They also have a mitt to catch the field hockey balls.
Yeah.
So they can send out those people too.
Mhm.
I think golf gets wiped, honestly.
I do too.
In a melee,
I think they've got. You want to erase this?
yeah. They've got what?
So, I think they put up their formations like this.
Do they only have two? I thought they only had 2 minutes.
Oh, never mind. They go in 2 long formations like that, right? With their goalies in the front, and a couple people wheeling it with the goalies in the front. So then, when they do finally get within range, and they'll take a couple.
You're really bad at drawing arrows.
I am. Now, they'll probably take a couple casualties.
Yeah.
However, they're going to have enough left over that they, if they leave their assault with their goalies, the goalies will be able to punch through and probably disorganize the golf players who can pack a hit.
Yeah.
But with the heavy armor, I think that they're going to stay in the fight long enough to take them down.
See, the thing is too is that once they get into close range, I feel like even though I'm pretty sure that the drivers or the clubs are longer, I think that the field hockey sticks are much stronger.
And you can probably hook them with it. Like, you can probably hook the.
And strip them out of hands. So I think, I'm sorry, golf. I'm actually surprised that they made it out of the first battle, but I think they lose here.
I think they get routed.
I think they lose.
Yeah, this is a bad loss, heavy loss. But they made it further than we expected.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, golf, good try. Alright, let's see. The next one that I think was a good play here. And let's see. Their logo is going to be. So, here's what I'm thinking here. They got the nets similar to this, let's draw the formation. They've got the nets similar to field hockey. Right. And they've got a much bigger ball, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't hit as hard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's made, you know, for people to hit it.
The only thing that they have for protection,
Shin guards.
shin guards. And I don't think shin guards are gonna do anything compared to these.
No. And they don't even, the field hockey doesn't even need to put their goals in the front for protection. I mean, they can hit them with the soccer balls, but they're not going to do anything. It's like, yeah, soccer has a very large team, and
we're also, anything that is like basketball, track, lacrosse, soccer, it's both men's and women's teams. So they have a much larger team because they have both men and women
that's true.
against field hockey. So that's really their only advantage right now. We've got 2 flanks of field hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the flanks of.
Although I think this time they could still use the goals. So what they could do is, instead of going sort of horizontally like they did the first time and go just try and punch straight through, what they could do is have their center line so like this, and since they will be outnumbered, they'll have to watch their flanks, right?
Yeah.
However, they can position their
Do you want to erase this?
sure. They can position their goals on the sides, so they can't be enveloped on the flank as easily, and they have to. Here, they'll have the main attack in. Oh God, that is bad.
How are you this bad at drawing arrows?
Anyways, so you have the main attack, and then you'll have to have these go way out around and try and hit from the rear. And they won't be able to just come in from the very bottom. They'll have to go all the way around, which will give them a little more time to try and break the center before being able to turn around to face them right here. I don't know.
Soccer, I think they have a much bigger number, and I think they're faster.
They're faster. They're definitely faster. But I think that the heavy equipment, especially having the goalkeepers.
I'm gonna draw the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Especially the goalkeepers can really save the day. The goalkeepers are like their heavy knights.
Yeah.
You know?
There's only 3 of them though, I'm pretty sure.
Is there? I thought there was more. I thought there was like 4.
There's not very many.
There's not many.
Because there's only there's only one.
So my suggestion is they concentrate their goalkeepers in the center. And that way they can try and really punch the center before the wings come around. It's like, honestly though, it won't take them that long to get around the side. Maybe what would be better is to position the goals right here instead.
Yeah.
Still doesn't give them that much time, but it at least corrals these guys to either hit from this side right here or go all the way back and force themselves in the middle, kind of jam them in there.
And in a fight, right? If we're talking about this, what's the likelihood of like melee, where like close combat? This I think is going to do more damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think so. They have so much more numbers, but just having the club versus nothing at all but a shin guard, like what's the shin guard gonna do? Like even if you take it off your legs and like put it on your arms, it's like maybe you'll block a couple blows with it, but you're not gonna hold out for long.
So one thing I'd like to point out is.
Oh, I got him. Okay, never mind. Go on.
Okay, one thing I'd like.
Come on.
One thing I'd like to point out is that in close combat, I think that this is going to be better than shin guards, you know?
I am gonna hand it to field hockey just because of the implements.
I think so. Alright. So, where's soccer? We were originally forgotten anyway, so.
Yeah.
And lacrosse can be. We have to.
This has to be family friendly.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay. Lacrosse versus field hockey. I think, see, advantage wise, this isn't an advantage anymore.
Yeah.
Because they have it on both sides.
And they have a bigger team because they also have women's lacrosse.
Mm-hmm. So they have more heavy armored people. the sticks, right?
It's true. Everyone has their own armor for this.
That's right. That's true. Everyone has a helmet and shoulder pads. This right here, I think, just doesn't become a factor. Like, this is completely out. This is actually a disadvantage for them at this point, because everybody has their own helmet and shoulder pads. And as in terms of the net too, the nets for lacrosse aren't as good. However, they can stop field hockey ball, because those field hockey balls are like hard, aren't they?
It hurt.
They're like really hard.
They frickin' hurt.
Lacrosse balls, they're kind of rubbery, so they don't hurt as bad.
At high speeds, they hurt.
Well, yes.
There's a reason why they're wearing these things.
But like more than a field hockey ball, I don't think so.
Well, the thing is that you can throw it a lot harder than you can hit this, because they don't wear the armor unless you're the goalie, whereas everyone wears this because you can always pelt that thing.
Mm-hmm. They can also always pick up these ones and pelt it back at field
That's
hockey.
true, but they won't have the same kind of leverage that the people with the sticks will have.
So I think in terms of field hockey,
In terms of field hockey.
they have to use these nets as their advantage. So I think they need to use this as protection. They need to use the nets as protection, because the nets for field pop or for lacrosse, they're like a weird triangle looking things, and they're really small. They fit like.
Yeah, so they wouldn't really be able to use those for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this idea, a defensive formation, because they don't have the numbers, they don't have the armor for it, and so really there's doesn't look like there's any way they can win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they can try and hunker down and force them to come around here.
Yeah.
And it'll be hard for the center group to do much. But in the end, I don't see how they can pull this one off. It's just, the numbers and the equipment is just it's too much.
But a lacrosse stick versus a field hockey stick, I think the field hockey sticks are much better.
They hit harder, but again, they got the armor, and when it comes to the net, in this instance, they could turn around and use the other end and jab at it more than smack with it.
That's true. You also have to remember that these things right here, they only cover up to here. They don't cover the entire chest. It's only the upper chest. So
I mean, it's still covering, you know,
I
the
can
vital organs.
give you a good whack at the stomach, and you're out.
Yeah.
But in terms of hitting in the head or anything like that, I think you can easily knock that off. Maybe you might have a concussion, but you can brush off a hit with a field hockey stick with a helmet on a little bit more than, you know, without it, like the soccer people. Honestly, this is basically the soccer team with more equipment.
Yeah, and armor too.
Yeah.
I would give it to these guys.
Okay, I agree with you.
Women's lacrosse doesn't have the
What?
padding.
But men's lacrosse team. It's
So
not.
still half.
Yeah. The thing is that they don't need the entire army to survive the entire thing. They only need a majority of them. They need to wipe out field hockey.
They can use the women as like a skirmishing force to weaken them up beforehand until they come in with their heavier units.
If you're doing both men and women's lacrosse, then they have the numbers on field hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Field hockey, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It got farther than I thought it was going to be. Like they took out tennis, right? No, they took out golf. And soccer. I think that was a pretty good run for them. I wasn't expecting them to get that far. I hate to say it, but I think the next weakest team.
Can we just knock basketball out right now?
I was about to say
I mean,
basketball.
basketball has nothing. Everyone else has implements of some sort. They're out.
All
They're
right.
tall, but that doesn't really do much in this situation. I think we do hockey and lacrosse.
Yeah.
Most of the people on the hockey team are also on the lacrosse team, so they're just fighting themselves.
I have some turncoats.
All right. Let's. There we go. That seems like hockey. So here's the thing. Hockey is at a disadvantage here.
Hockey?
Hockey's at a
Explain.
disadvantage. They're not playing on ice.
They can take their skates off and use them in their hands.
True. Those things can kill. I saw a guy, he was skating and his skate went up, hit a guy and
In the neck,
he's,
and he died.
gone. Those things are deadly.
They're literally knife feet. They're knife feet. But
It sounds just stupid when you say it like that.
listen, should we allow them to take it off though?
That's like a copyright like friendly version of Nightmare on Elm Street. Knife feet.
Okay.
Anyways.
Like if they don't have their skates on, they're barefooted here. They have exposed areas.
Yeah, but I feel like, so I don't know what these rackets are, whatever you call them, are made out of, but I know for a fact the hockey sticks are made of fiberglass, and those things,
Some of them are wood.
I've only ever seen fiberglass. But anyways, it's really strong, but once it breaks, it's very sharp. And you can use that as a weapon.
So they also have, everybody has helmets. They also have knife feet.
Knife feet. Yeah, we need to put emphasis on that.
Knife
Feet.
feet.
For all you foot long lovers from Subway. You don't like this one. So, hockey's got a good number of people on it, but not as much as lacrosse, because lacrosse has both men and women, but soccer's just got the dudes. I mean, hockey's got the dudes.
Yeah.
So,
They have knives
they've got knives.
on their feet.
I don't even think there's a point in drawing out like a formation or like battle tactics. I mean, it doesn't matter what way they hit them. If they just stay in a cohesive line, like
All they need to do, you know what? All they need to go is back to back, right? Take their skates off and just have them on their hands, and they're good.
yeah,
The only problem is I think what they can do is they can help these things to try and break up their formation.
But even disorganizing their formation, I mean, they've got some armor. These guys are fully decked out, and
Yeah.
once they get close, they're getting cut down. This one's easily going to hockey.
So these bonus episodes are going to be shorter, and we didn't realize this topic was going to be as riveting as it is. So we're going to have to break this up in 2 episodes. So I hope you enjoyed this first episode, and watch
Stay
out for that
tuned.
second one. Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned
for that second
for
episode.
part 2.